Welcome to Epic Stock Due Diligence. Please subscribe at youtube.com/EpicStockDD. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Ed here. Just wanted to talk about limit orders. Now what a limit order does, and you can use it when you're purchasing shares of a stock or when you're selling shares of a stock. Now limit order is a must if you're doing penny stocks or microcap stocks, and the reason being is the extreme amount of volatility there. A lot more volatility typically with a penny stock than a big board stock like a NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, American Stock Exchange, etc. So for example, if you're buying shares, and we'll just use fictitious company XYZ, so you want to buy a million shares of ticker symbol XYZ only if the price per share is 0001 on the ask. So what you would do, you would put in a limit buy order for a quantity of 1 million, and then the limit price of .0001. So that would only allow that order to execute if the price per share was 0001 on the ask. And I would say below, but 0001 is the lowest that a stock would trade at. So if there were enough shares available on the ask at 0001, that order should fill for around $100 before commission. So that's an example of a limit adding shares by way of a limit order. Now selling shares by way of a limit order would work in the same way, but it's of course taking the bid into account instead of the ask. So say for example that same stock, fictitious company XYZ, say a month later it's at 0009 on the ask, and on the bid it's at 0008. So it's moving very quickly, and you want to sell because you got in at 0001, so you want to sell for a nice profit. So what you might want to do, depending upon how rapidly it's moving, you could do a limit sell order. So you would do limit sell. You're going to sell all your shares, selling 1 million. So you're selling 1 million shares, and since the ask is at 0008, the ask is at 0009, and the bid is at 0008. If you want to better ensure that your order will probably fill, you might want to go a little bit lower. So typically what I would do, I would go as low as 0007. So I would put in a limit sale of 1 million shares at a price of 0007. So if it'll fill, that's great, because that's you got in at 0001, you sold at 0007. Hey, hopefully it'll fill at 0008, but at least you've got that in there in case it dipped down. Now a way to tell how many shares should be available on the bid side is to do level 2 quotes, and I'm going to post a separate video on that, so feel free to check it out on my channel. And that'll give people, very active microcap penny stock traders, a better way to gauge whether or not an order for whatever quantity they may be trying to sell, whether or not they would expect it to fill. So that's limit orders in a nutshell. Again, don't trade, and most brokers won't even allow it, but don't trade any stocks, in particular microcap stocks, without using a limit order. Market orders are dangerous. Market orders can kick off at whatever price, and as you know, everything's fluctuating constantly, so it's a huge risk. And to take it a step further with limit orders, you can use a good till canceled flag, and what that'll do is keep the order open. If it doesn't fill completely or at all during a single day of trading, it'll keep the order open and attempt to fill it throughout the time that's specified within the good till canceled flag. And that's good because that should help you to save commission, because it's the same order just continuing to fill instead of you having to open a new order the next business day and incurring the commission again. But as always, feel free to check out all my other videos on YouTube, youtube.com/EpicStockDD, and feel free to check out my book as well. I've got it on the Apple iTunes Store, and the link is in the video description. Have a good one.